looking at the screen. Not a good idea. I'm gonna flip this over. My eyes
This is
like.
a
Did you ever see a
usual
picture of JFK? Alright guys, welcome to Purple Opinions episode 13. Today we're going to talk about Iron Man 3, convenient. The movie, directed by Shane Black, stars Robert Downey Jr. in his third outing as the Iron superhero. The movie, which came out last Friday, grossed $174.1 million in its opening weekend alone. And that's just domestic. So the movie did really well at the box office, but what did people actually think about it? I mean, not for nothing, the third movie in a series isn't always the best. And sequels, for that matter, aren't always great. But it is a superhero movie. So it did have that going for it. People like them, some people don't like them. It really is up to the viewer. Now that I have nothing left to say, I'll hand it off to my co-host, Louis Cacase.
So Iron Man 3. So I really enjoyed Iron Man 3, saw it in IMAX 3D, and it was an amazing experience. Now, I'm not a huge Iron Man fan. In fact, I watched the first Iron Man the day before Iron Man 3 came out, and I watched Iron Man 2 the day of Iron Man 3 coming out. I also watched the Avengers before any of the Iron Mans. So the IMAX experience was great, the visuals were outstanding, and if you take some of the parts from the trailer that you see, I'm not going to spoil anything, you watch them in IMAX and 3D, they are incredible. I highly suggest seeing it in IMAX 3D if you've not already. Alright, so not being a big-time fan and not knowing much about the comic books, I really enjoyed this movie, and I don't see as many of the flaws as big-time fans do see. I like just about everything about this movie. The action, the drama, everything about it came together, and it was really good. But again, that's from my standpoint, not being a huge fan. So since I'm not a huge fan of the series, we do have someone else here to share their opinion. Film expert and huge Iron Man fan, Ryan Stranieri.
Can I start off just with like repulsors? So I have been a huge Iron Man fan since the first Iron Man movie came out in 2008. Robert Downey Jr., man, what is there to say about this guy? He is the perfect Tony Stark. Now obviously I was hyped for Iron Man 3. I don't even know, but there's a new director, and that's better than Iron Man 2 already. I'm sorry, but Iron Man 2 was meh. So the big question, what did I think about Iron Man 3 being a film expert and an Iron Man fan? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, okay, let me get more specific than that. So, without spoiling anything, just briefly, Iron Man is having a big problem. Tony Stark's battling with a post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, after aliens took over the world in the Avengers. Yeah, kind of messed him up a little bit. And there's a new villain arising called the Mandarin. Now, for all you comic book fans out there, you know that the Mandarin is Iron Man's big foe. If he was the Batman, the Mandarin would be his Joker. And then you also have side characters, new ones such as Guy Pearce's character and Rebecca Hall's character. Now everyone who has seen the movie, and especially people who know the comic books, know about the big twist in the middle of the movie. Obviously I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but trust me, it will divide you fans. Now I came out of the movie thinking, I really hated that twist. That really pissed me off. But then I saw it a second time, and I realized, you know what? I could roll with it. I mean, for the aesthetics of the movie, it actually worked. Just as a comic book fan, it is a bit disappointing that, well, you know what, I'm not going to get too into it. The point is, comic book fans out there, see Iron Man 3 with an open mind. Try and think of the twist as a different interpretation of a character and try and accept it. It may be tough for some of you, I'm not going to lie, it was tough for me. But once you look at it through a different lens, it actually works really well. So yeah, Iron Man 3 was no Avengers or no Iron Man, but it beat Iron Man 2, and that's enough for me.
Wow, we suck. We suck.
No!
Can you just do my job? Alright, so what did I think of Iron Man? I thought it was good. I think for the third movie in a franchise, it actually did really well. There have been a lot of third movies that have been really disappointing. Shrek the Third. I hated Shrek the Third. But let's see, there were a lot of great parts about this movie. The acting, the action, just the visuals of it were amazing. And like Lewis, I saw it in IMAX 3D. And like Lewis said, definitely, if you're gonna see it in IMAX 3D. It looks great. Get there early so you're not like looking at it sideways. It makes you dizzy, whatever, besides the point. Robert Downey Jr. Oh God, he's amazing. He really is. He's phenomenal. Everything I've seen him in has just been great. What was that?
What was what?
What was that? I saw that.
I didn't.
Which is why it pains me to know that after this movie, he's not contractually obligated to come back. Because like Ryan said, I don't think there's anyone who could play Iron Man better. Now to go on to the twist. Again, not a big comic book fan, don't really know what was supposed to happen. But I don't know, apparently this big controversial twist upset a lot of people. I don't know, I thought it was really good. I thought it was cool, even for me, just seeing the movie for the first time. Like, it blew my mind. I didn't see it coming. It was totally unexpected. Which I think for any moviegoer is a really cool experience, to be like taken off guard, to not know what's coming. Like, the suspense of it leading up to this like big confrontation really just fell flat. So flat that a lot of people got upset with it. But again, I thought it was really cool. So overall, I really liked this movie. I thought it was really well done. I thought the acting was amazing, like I said. And really, go and see it. I mean, I think you'll enjoy it. I enjoyed it. Everyone I've spoken to enjoyed it. So, I mean, even if you're not a big Iron Man fan, just as a film on its own, it just looks great. It's fun to go to. It's fun to hang out with your friends and see this movie. So seriously, go out, make a movie night out of it. It'll be great.
Hey guys, so I really enjoyed being here today. Thanks for having me. Tell us your thoughts about Iron Man 3 down below in the comments section.
Alrighty guys, thank you for watching this episode of Purple Opinions. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. You can leave your opinions down in the comment section below. If you like this content, you can subscribe right here. New Purple Opinions come out every Friday. If you have a Facebook, you can like us here at this link. And if you have a Twitter, you can follow us here at this link. If you missed last week's episode, you can check it out right here. And we will see you guys next Friday.
That's how you have to end. That's how you have to end the episode. Do it right here and like put it right to the camera.